Hey. It's been a while. A few months. But guess who's back? I'm not gonna sing the song, but it's me. Hi. I'm not gonna sing that song either. Anyway. Hey, it's Jess. I'm back. And I thought, what better way to come back to YouTube than with a tag. So today we're going to do the mid-year book freakout tag. And this was suggested by my Bookstagram followers as well as my Twitter followers. Because I'm terrible at coming up with video ideas, so I needed some help, especially because of my little hiatus I had going on there. But oh yeah, and also if I'm a little awkward, like I said, it's been a few months, so you know, I gotta get back into it. So let's hope this works out. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do the mid-year book freakout tag, even though it's literally like a few weeks too late, I feel like. Even though one of my friends said it wasn't too late. But, you know, because a lot of people were doing it, like, at the very beginning of July, and now it's mid-July, but, you know, it is what it is. So why don't we just get started, and I'll shut up and do this. Yeah. So, I have the questions and the books right here. And the first question is, best book you've read this year. Yeah, this is obviously, you know, the mid-year tag, so it's going to be just like from January to now, in case that wasn't obvious. So, best book you've read, and I chose A Guide to Being Just Friends by Sophie Sullivan. This, I cannot say enough good things about this. This like shot into my top 10 like favorite books of all time. I don't really know what to rank it, but it's there. So this follows Hallie and Wes, and I'm just gonna read like part of the back because I am really bad at memorizing synopses, and also it's been a while since I read it for the first time, so I don't want to like get the details wrong, even though I literally just claimed this is like my favorite book ever. But so when Hallie and Wes find each other in a disastrous meet cute that wasn't even intended for them, they embarrassingly go their separate ways. But when Wes finds Haley to apologize for his behavior, they strike up a friendship, because that's all this can be. Haley doesn't want any distractions, and Wes doesn't want to fall in love. What could So yeah, like I said, that is like, it's an incredible book. I will say it's kind of angsty. There's like a part that it's, but like it makes it's so good that like I'm overlooking it, and I love it. I love it so much. Question number 2 is the best sequel you've read. And for this, I chose A Pessimist's Guide to Love by Jennifer Hartman. And obviously it's a sequel, but it's a sequel to An Optimist's Guide to... What did I do with it? It's a sequel to An Optimist's Guide to Heartbreak by Jennifer Hartman, obviously. And... because this book ends on a cliffhanger, so, and then, you know, A Pessimist's Guide to Love starts, from where it left off, sorry. But, unfortunately, I don't have the book with me, because I read it on my Kindle, but, I'll obviously put the cover somewhere up here. Yeah, it was really... It's the best sequel I've read. And I will say, like, I did choose this book because it happened to be the only sequel that I've read this year, because I'm not really one for like series, but since this ended on a cliffhanger, since this ended on a cliffhanger, I was like dying to know what happens. So you know, and this is really good. So, like, I had to know what happens, you know, if a book is good enough and it ends on a cliffhanger, like, you want to know. So that's really the reason that I ended up reading it, and like I said, it was the only sequel that I've read this year, so I kind of had to choose it, but I wanted to anyway. I probably would have, even if I had other options. Question 3 is a new release you haven't gotten to but want to. And I chose Happy Place by Emily Henry. I got this, on release day, and I still haven't picked it up. I know, because I was in a slump for the longest time, which is also like why I stopped posting videos, and I also wasn't reading. So, like this was one of like the last books that I bought before the slump. So, I kind of gotta, get on with that. I gotta hop to it and just do it. So I'm excited. Like, I know I DNF'd people we meet on vacation, but as you may have known, I loved Book Lovers. I loved Beach Read. So I have medium hopes for this, I guess, because like I said, since I DNF'd one of them, I don't want to like set my hopes too high, but I also don't want to like, I want to give it the benefit of the doubt if the other two were amazing. So yeah, hopefully I finish this one and love it. Question 4 is Book of the Month. And for this, I chose The Friendship Breakup by Annie Catherine. I rated this 4 stars. So, like, you would think, like, oh, like, a book of the month, like, this has to be, like, the greatest book in the world. You should probably rate it 5 stars, blah, blah, blah. But since I've been in my slump, like we discussed, I didn't have a lot of options. So I kind of just went with this. But like I said, I rated it 4 stars anyway. So clearly I liked it. Yeah, this is also kind of a new release. I think, well, new-ish. It was in the spring, and it was like really good. It was pretty relatable. I mean, the characters are like older than I am, but just like the subject is pretty relatable. So that's why I rated it 4 stars. Question 5 is anticipated release for the second half of the year. And for that, I'm going to go with Wildfire by Hannah Grace, which I almost said it was the sequel to Icebreaker, but it's not. I don't think it is. I probably should have done my research, but I mean, I've looked it up in the past, but not like for this video. But yeah, it's by Hannah Grace, who wrote Icebreaker, and I don't know, it just, I loved Icebreaker. I rated that 5 stars. So I have high hopes for Wildfire. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. I don't know, I'm just really excited for it. Question number 6 is biggest disappointment. And for me, that would be The Summer I Turned Pretty. Now, I have seen the series on Amazon. I like it. I've been watching it. I just watched the first 3 episodes of season 2. The book, I don't know. It was something, I mean, I rated it 3 stars. So, like, I didn't love it or hate it, but like, I was expecting to like it because it was so popular. But, I guess, like, it all depends on your taste and, like, style that you like to read. So, you can't really, like, go off of other people's opinions, I guess. So, that was kind of a disappointment for me. I just couldn't get into the book. But, I mean, the series is good. So, if that counts for something. Question 7 is biggest surprise. And that would be Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. I have the original cover, well, not the original cover, it's actually the second edition cover, not like the orange cover that's like I think that was the first one, but I have that up there. But I wanted to show off my like special edition cover because it's just so beautiful. Look at that. I mean, I love this so much. Anyway, so this is, yeah, biggest surprise, mostly because like I said in like my previous answer, you can't really go off of like what other people's opinions are of books, but since it was popular, I wanted to read it, so I did. But like I wasn't I don't know if I was expecting to like it, because when I read the synopsis, it wasn't, it was like a 50-50 appealance. That's not a word, but you know. But I was surprised at how much I loved it. I didn't cry, because some books make me cry, I'll tell you that. But it was, I'm pretty sure I rated it five stars. It was at least 4. It was 4 or 5. I should probably like remember that, but I don't. So, but yeah, no, this, I mean, I can't get, I know I should, don't judge a book by its cover, and it's the inside should be the most important part, but I love it so much. I'm not sorry. Question 10 is new favorite author, and I am going with Fallon Ballard. I'm not completely sure if these are her only 2 books or not, but this book in particular, Just My Type, was so good, and her style of writing is like, I don't know, I just enjoy it. And this, I got this one, Lease on Love, I got this on like a very important day in my life, so that also kind of like has like a special like significance for me. But anyway, I know that doesn't really have to do with like the talent of the author, but I just thought I'd throw that in there. Anyway, yeah, Fallon Ballard, if you're watching this, which you probably aren't, you're wonderful. I love you. Question 9. I said 10 for the last one, but that was actually question 8, and I'm just an idiot. So that was 8. This is question 9, is new fictional crush. Will Griffin. Practice makes perfect. He's a bodyguard. He's a hot bodyguard. And he is a wonderful person. And his like character development and just like all that good stuff. I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you haven't yet read Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, you should. You should. Question 10 is new favorite character. Back to this. Annie Walker. I was going to call her Angel Annie, but in the book she doesn't like it, so I'm also just not going to be mean to a fictional character because she doesn't like it. Yeah, no, I know I just talked about Will's character development in the previous question, but Annie's character development is like even better. Like, she learns to stand up for herself, and she learns to like ask for what she wants, and it's just, she's wonderful. This book is wonderful. Like, I might as well just put that out there, like, because I just talked about the characters, like the same 2 characters from this book, so just read it. I'm telling you, read it. It's incredible. Question 11 is a book that made you cry. And my answer for that is Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. This book left me speechless. And the fact that there are 3 other books in the series, like, I don't, like I said, speechless. I don't really know what to say other than, if you want to cry, then you should also read it and see how long you can hold it in for, because I don't think it's going to be very long. And this actually this book also ends on a cliffhanger, so I need to get the next book, even though I kind of snuck a peek on the Amazon previews, so I kind of know how it starts, the second book. But I mean, like, it's only like the first few pages, so I don't really know like the whole story, obviously, but just Johnny Shannon, like, couple of the century. Oh my god. Question 12 is a book that made you happy. And my answer is The Bookshop on the Corner by Jenny Colgan. It took me a while to read because, again, I read this during, I read this like before and after my slump, I guess you could say. But I finally finished it, and I mean, any book about books / like bookstores, I will absolutely read. Jenny Colgan is, I have like 6 of her books up there somewhere, and she's a phenomenal author. And this book, it's so cozy. Like, I like to read it, like, I tried to like save it for like rainy days because it's so cozy, and it's so worth reading on those days. And it just made me so happy and cozy. And even though it wasn't all like happy, overall it just made me happy. Question 13 is best book to film adaptation. I didn't really have an answer to this because all the books that I've read this year haven't been made into films. But I mean, Emily Henry's books are about to be. I mean, I can't really say whether they're going to be good or not, but technically I believe they will because they're Emily Henry books. So yeah, let's just go with that and pretend that we've already seen the films and that they're like phenomenal already. And question 14 is, what books do you need to read before the end of the year? I have 3 answers to this. I have Imogen, obviously, by Becky Albertalli. Yeah. Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune, and A Love Letter to Whiskey by Candy Steiner. I don't own Imogen, obviously, yet, so I should probably go buy it or like borrow it from Libby or something. I do have I have A Love Letter to Whiskey right here. I do own Meet Me at the Lake, but I just realized it's on my bookshelf over there, on my dresser, actually. So, sorry, you can't see it. I'll probably just put it up here so you know what it looks like. Yeah, no, I need to, I want to get around to reading those because they've been sitting on my dresser for, well, the 2 of those have been sitting on my dresser for quite a while. Alright, so that is the end of my tag. I don't really think I can tag anyone because I'm probably one of the last people to do this tag. So I feel like whoever I want to tag probably already has done it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this regardless. I feel really happy and grateful and just really awesome to be back. I can't promise a consistent schedule, like days, whatever, like certain days. I can't promise anything yet, but safe to say I'm coming back slowly but surely. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.